She was beautiful. She was secure financially, but she felt empty, unfulfilled. Seriously empty and unfulfilled. She wept and she prayed bitterly that she might have the one thing that she was being denied, the ability to bear a child. And one day she made this vow to God. This is in chapter 1 of 1 Samuel. She said, "If you, Lord, will look on the misery of your servant and you will remember me so that I'm able to bear a child, I will unreservedly dedicate that child to you." In due time she did bear a son, and she kept that promise. When the boy, her son Samuel, was weaned, she took him to the place of worship and handed him to the prophet, to the priest Eli, and said, "Well, here he is." I'm sure Eli said, "Oh, okay." And she said to the priest, "For this child I prayed, and the Lord granted me the petition that I made. Therefore, as long as this child lives, he is given to the Lord." And she left him there for the Lord. Left him there for the Lord. A mother entrusts her son to God, not knowing what's going to happen. Paul and Trish Dimmick just did that. Many of us have done that. We have children. And before we did that, we dedicated ourselves to God when we professed our faith in Jesus Christ. And 8 of our 7th and 8th graders did that a few minutes ago over in the chapel. Professed their faith in Jesus Christ. Jackie and Alyssa and Emma and Harmon and Jack and Evan and Adam and Katie. We entrust ourselves, our children, to God, not knowing what will happen. Well, after Hannah did that and presented her child to Eli, she started to sing when she went away. And here's the song that she sang in prayer. Hannah prayed and said, "My heart exults in the Lord. My strength is exalted in my God. My mouth derides my enemies because I rejoice in my victory. There is no Holy One like the Lord, no one besides you. There is no rock like our God. Talk no more so very proudly. Let not arrogance come from your mouth. For the Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. The bows of the mighty are broken, but the feeble gird on their strength. Those who are full have hired themselves out for bread, but those who are hungry are fat with spoil. The barren has borne 7, but she who has many children is forlorn. The Lord kills and brings to life. He brings down to Sheol and raises up. The Lord makes poor and makes rich. He brings low, he also exalts. He raises up the poor from the dust. He lifts the needy from the ash heap to make them sit with princes and inherit a seat of honor. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and on them he has set the world. He will guard the feet of his faithful ones, but the wicked shall be cut off in darkness. For not by might does one prevail, but by the Lord. His adversary shall be shattered. The Most High will thunder in heaven. The Lord will judge the ends of the earth. He will give strength to his king and exalt the power of his anointed. This is a word of the Lord. Well, Hannah in this song answers the question, who is this God to whom we out of gratitude entrust ourselves and our children? This God whom Hannah called Yahweh. This God is the force, the spirit that raises up the poor from the dust, lifts up the needy from the ash heap, from the trash pile. The ultimate one who exercises big power for little people. Hannah was poor in spirit. She was in the trash pile emotionally. She felt small. She felt insignificant. But God empowered her and gave her a reason to sing a song. Big song. Song of joy. Song of confidence. Song of faith. Song of hope. The little boy we just baptized who was sitting right down here, he's a fresh reminder of the power of God exercised on behalf of the little ones in a number of ways, including his name. Y'all remember Caleb from Deuteronomy? from Numbers. Caleb was a spy. 007, first 007 there ever was. Joshua and Moses sent Joshua and Caleb into the land they were supposed to live in, the land that was promised to them by God. And he sent about 6 or 8 other spies. And so when the whole group came back, the 6 or 8 spies said, "Oh no, that's too much for us. We better not go in there. Those people are dangerous, they're big, they're mean. We'll be defeated." But Caleb and Joshua said, "No. If God told us to go there, God will empower us to prevail. So gird on your strength and your shield and go." And they did. And little people did big things. And later on, Samuel was a very important person helping those little people, the people of God, continue to do big things. Empowered by God. Empowered by God, a small girl named Malala Yousafzai, whom we've been reading about and hearing about, is doing great things. You know, she's the young girl in Pakistan, where some people don't value girls as much as they value boys. They don't value them enough to give them formal education. And some of the very misguided people with guns tried to kill her because she was going to school and encouraging others to go to school. She was badly injured, but she was not silenced. She was not intimidated. She is recovering, and she continues her quest for small people to be treated as big people. In this case, to be treated as worthy of formal education. Well, misguided people with weapons have been trying to intimidate and keep small this person or that person, this group or that group throughout history. But they will not finally succeed, because the God of whom Hannah sang is the ultimate power, and that is a power that creates life, not destroys life. The force that is best called love. That God will judge the ends of the earth and will give strength to His King, the one who is the Lord of life, the Prince of justice, of mercy, of peace. And that's easy to say, but sometimes it's hard to believe, isn't it? Hard to believe in a world that can be very uncaring and indifferent. A world that is filled with people, some people, who are mean-spirited, thoughtless, cruel. In a world where there's lots of hurt, and therefore lots of bitterness and lots of hate. But we continue to believe and affirm Jesus is Lord. Not the indifference, not the disappointment, not the hurt, not the pain, not the arrogance, not the meanness, not the violence. Jesus. Jesus is Lord. After years and years of praying, years and years of bitterness, Hannah came to believe it. Came to believe it enough to entrust her son Samuel to Yahweh. And what she said to the priest still just stirs me on. She said, as long as he lives, he is given to the Lord. And then the storyteller says, she left him there for the Lord. Wow. Another woman did that in the biblical story. She did it not too far from where Hannah did it. She left her son on a hill just outside Jerusalem. A hill that I once visited. It's got kind of craggy features. It kind of looks like a skull. And this woman, Mary, left her son, Jesus, there. Left his lifeless body there for the Lord, not knowing what would happen. And what happened is that life triumphed over death. Creation prevailed over destruction. Love defeated hate. Hope overcame despair. God raised the rejected one from the trash pile, and through him will ultimately raise all of the rejected ones, all of the dejected ones from the trash pile. God will turn little people into big people. There's a song we're going to sing about this in just a minute called Canticle of Turning. It's going to be in our new hymn book that we're going to be having next fall. This is one of the lines. Though I am small, my God, my all, you work great things in me. And your mercy will last from the depths of the past to the end of the age to be. Your very name puts the proud to shame, and those who for you would yearn, you will show your might, put the strong to flight. for the world is about to turn. Would you find these, this is the older version of the sampler. It's in it right at the center island. If you would pass those along, please. And in just a minute, we're going to sing this song. It is the second entry. Let us stand and sing.